Kia guys, it's Wednesday. Quick update before I start. There's a new Facebook page out for Shred Every Day. So if you haven't liked it yet, after this video, go give it a like and you'll be able to get all the updates on videos, previews, pictures, all the stuff for supporting and getting tips on everything for keeping fit and healthy. So, in the last video we talked about the 10 variables that affect your ability to gain muscle and burn fat. So in this video we're actually going to talk about the different body types that are out there and how you can identify which body type you are. So let's get into it. In the 1930s and 1940s, a guy called Dr. William H. Sheldon made up a system to categorize different body types, and he split it into three. There was the Ectomorph, the Mesomorph and the Endomorph. Now any particular person doesn't have to be a pure ectomorph, mesomorph or endomorph. They can be a mixture of all three, but typically everyone will gravitate towards one or the other and the characteristics that they inhibit. So first of all, the ectomorphs, they tend to be the tall skinny guys with the small waists and the small joints. They don't have a lot of fat on them and it's very easy for them to keep lean and keep the fat off. Ectomorphs have a very high metabolism because they're pretty much wasting calories as body heat, which means it's very easy for them to stay lean. The problem is they actually have trouble putting on muscle and they have trouble actually putting on weight, which can be an issue for some of them. A lot of the times if an ectomorph increases their activity, they'll suddenly drop a huge amount of body weight, and a lot of cardio can have a dramatic effect on weight reduction for them. Ectomorphs typically have a pretty skinny frame and they can put on muscle, but if they stop training it's very easy for them to lose their muscle and go back to the way they were. So they're naturally very skinny, they have long limbs, they have small joints, they come naturally lean, they often call themselves the hard gainers, they have pretty low strength levels in a training program, they have a very fast metabolism and they burn up any food they have, they've got really high energy levels, they've got a tendency to be pretty restless and hyperactive. They're naturally very good at endurance activities. Next on to the mesomorphs. These guys are very naturally lean and muscular with very thin waists. They've got very broad shoulders, medium-sized joints, and these are the typical natural-born bodybuilders and athletes out there. Someone like Arnold Schwarzenegger is a typical mesomorph because he's got very low body fat levels and very high muscle. And these mesomorphs are typically the gifted people, the one everyone loves to hate because they do no work at all and they still put on loads of muscle and keep their fat down. So the characteristics are medium joint circumference, small waist, broad shoulders, a big chest over their abdominals. They're naturally lean, naturally muscular, naturally strong with high energy levels. They don't store carbohydrates as fat. Controlling body fat is very easy for them. Gaining muscle is easy and losing body fat is easy. They respond very well to any type of training and they're the natural born athletes. The last one is endomorphs. These guys who really struggle to take off any fat and they have a very slow metabolism. They're genetically designed to store fat and they have a pretty large frame. Most endomorphs have a really high carbohydrate sensitivity, which means any carbohydrates they take in will be stored as fat. White sugar and white flour are especially detrimental to the endomorphs as they have a high insulin response. And for the endomorphs it means there's a lot of work and really strict nutrition required to actually make any results in the fitness world. Unfortunately these guys can't cheat very much on their diets and get away with it like the mesomorphs can. So the characteristics for endomorphs, they have typically a high level of body fat, they're usually large boned, they have short tapered arms and legs, they have a wide waist and wide hips, they have a tendency to store extra calories as fat, they have a tendency to be sluggish, lethargic and slow moving throughout the day. They usually have a slow thyroid or some kind of hormonal imbalance. Their strength levels are pretty good. They fall asleep pretty easily and they sleep really well. They're prone to bouts of fatigue and tiredness, and as a result of all of this, most endomorphs are overweight. So what body type are you? There's a link in the description below that goes on to bodybuilding.com, which is a very quick quiz for you to determine what body type you are. Remember, you're not exactly one type or the other, you're going to be a mixture of all three. And from that you'll be able to tailor your training and nutrition to make sure you get the best results for the body that you have, and that's what's going to be in the next video, making sure that for your body type your training and nutrition are spot on to get you maximum results. For me, I found I'm a combination between a mesomorph and an endomorph, so I'm an endomesomorph as you could say. So go have a look at what body type you are, and then come back in the next video and see what you can do to improve your training and nutrition. Just before you go, make sure you click that like button because this video is awesome, you got to admit it. If you haven't subscribed, why have you not subscribed yet? Make sure you click the subscribe button and check out some other videos as well. There's loads out there that I'm doing every single day, so enjoy all those videos and get the best out of them. See you guys tomorrow for the next video.